How can I be of service, sir?
I am here to meet a certain Mazzini.
Oh, so I see. Please wait here. I'll tell him you're here.
Wait here? Doesn't this man know that this is an adventure game? We wait for no one.
Mozart, sir. You're here to play for the Emperor? Some are whispering that the Imperial army has been severely defeated. I'm worried. I wonder whether I'll get my dues at the end of the week.
Did you meet Mazzini?
Yeah, this Mazzini, he is a strange fellow. He's outspoken, and still, you can't really read him.
Have you seen the Emperor?
Pardon me, if I may, but Mazzini is expecting you in the salon.
Okay, so where is he?
The harpsichord is completely out of tune. This is unbearable.
The sky is overcast. An evil eastern wind is coming to the city.
I worry about the Emperor. Tell me the truth.
We are all concerned about the well-being of the Emperor, but he seems to be in good hands.
Is it so? What do you mean?
Only Dr. Mazzini is authorized to give details about what is going on here. I don't trade in rumours. That's the wise way to stay healthy.
Good man.
This harpsichord is out of tune. Could you ask the castle tuner to come and fix it?
He's on leave today. You're going to have to care for it yourself.
Well, at least go get me the proper keys.
I will. I seem to remember that he keeps them somewhere over there. Let me go check. I found it! The tuning key. I hope you know how to use it.
I will tune it by ear. The first step is to tune the A, as it is tuned by the purest of diapason.
I have no idea what that means. Welcome to another minigame. Alright, so all that we need to concern ourselves with is these 4 knobs just here. Now, to make life a bit more easier, I'm just going to go straight for the correct answer.
There we are. This instrument is perfectly tuned now.
Okay, so let's head on. Well, hello.
Ah, Mozart, you finally got here. I have some dramatic news for you. The Emperor is alive, but he's been badly hurt. Leopold sent me from Firenze to help cure him.
How did this happen?
The Imperial army ended up in a panic in a region of meadows. The troops slaughtered each other.
How did Joseph manage to escape?
Bohemians loyal to the Empire brought him back secretly to Prague.
Can I see him, please?
He is still too weak to talk, but I think that hearing your music will do him some good. He is resting in the room next door.
Well, this is the first person that we have heard who is at least attempting a European accent of some sort. I'm guessing that he is Italian?
The Emperor, where is he?
Joseph II was wounded during the battle in the Romanian meadows. near this cold and humid village that's called Karansibis. I've been told you are employed by the Emperor's brother. Leopold, the brother of the Emperor, is quite worried. He was adamant I get to the Emperor's side, so I can ensure that he's going to make it through. If Joseph was to disappear, my master, his brother would be next in line to take over the throne of the Habsburgs.
Is it just me, or are the subtitles not matching up at all?
Please play a piece that will really appease him, Mozart.
Let me think. I remember a concerto that His Majesty was really fond of. I will try to retranscript it to be able to interpret it for him.
That is an excellent idea. The Empire will be grateful to you for it.
I am going to write the transcript of this interpretation.
Okay, this one is fairly easy.
There we go. The score is completed.
The Emperor is really glad to hear your music. He seems a lot healthier already.
Can I talk to the Emperor? I need to be sure that he's getting better.
Not right now, but you can still help him. You have seen him, and as witnessed, don't hesitate to state what you saw around town. Let the good news be known among the people you see.
What should I say?
You should say that the Emperor is fine, and that he just requires some rest.
I'll do it. But I need to leave now. I am expected at an important meeting.
I understand. You may leave. Thanks once more. I'll tell Leopold what you did for his brother, the Emperor.
I'm here to meet the Venerable Schultz, so let's get going. Here, engraved on the door of the cabinet, a picture that resembles the mythical Temple of Solomon.
Let me guess. This guy is from Scotland?
My name is Peter Englander. And you are, my dear brother?
Wolfgang Mozart, from the chapter Divine Light in Vienna.
Is it so? I myself am from the Highlands. Did you know that the Mason rite was codified in Scotland? That is why I'm a bit puzzled when I see how you practice it here.
So this guy is from the Highlands with a very distinctively English accent, with the surname Englander.
How was the order established?
Certain brothers dug up some documents that were written by Hiram himself at the time of the foundation of the Temple of Solomon.
This seems like the blueprint for a machine. Cylinders are piled up on top of one another. I wonder what it does.
Oh, it seems like we have several exits. Let's speak to everyone in the room first.
Good evening, Mozart. I am Keller, Master Mason and Chief of Police of Prague. I heard through the grapevine that you may have some money concerns these days. Not to worry, though. I look the other way when a brother is involved. All the Masons are welcome in our chapter. Many treasures are available here, and we share them among those who are initiated. We are especially proud of the portrait of Hiram, which graces the salon of the founder. You do know that Hiram founded the Masonry. He was the architect of the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem. He was also some sort of a martyr. Personally, I believe Masonry was founded long before the erection of Solomon's Temple. It probably dates back to ancient Egypt.
Would you share with me the origins of the Masonic ritual?
The first who left traces of our Mason principles were the builders of the pyramids in Egypt. Using columns is a more recent practice. The pyramid is older, and as far as I'm concerned, I find it is far more accurate to symbolize the wisdom of the first Masons.
Okay, good talking to you.
Sir, you cannot get in without the proper ceremonial attire.
Is Schultz available to meet with me?
The Venerable is very particular as far as etiquette is concerned. He'll only see you when you are fully dressed with the meeting's attire. All the brothers are in, including Keller, the Chief of Police.
Hold on. Isn't Keller sitting over here on the sofa?
I found the scarf and the apron in the cloakroom. Can you let me see the Venerable Schultz now?
I am sorry, but gloves are also required for the attire to be complete.
There were no gloves in the cloakroom.
That's unfortunate. You should ask one of the brothers to lend you a pair.
Have we been inside the cloakroom? Oh, I was expecting some dialogue just then.
I know you can't talk until you are initiated, but you are authorized to play the piano. Do you compose your own music? Can you play some of it for me?
So there he is, our young apprentice. His music is quite pleasant.
Mozart, you should encourage him a bit. I've been told he admires you deeply.
Young man, I don't know what kind of joke this is, but what you call your composition is a pale copy of my own 38th Symphony. That's outrageous, and I will demand that my brothers gathered here duly reprimand this fakery.
Mozart, I have to confess I don't understand what all the fuss is about.
You're out of control, Mozart. I beg you to be more courteous.
Be warned that this will not stand. My dear little sir, soon enough we'll come to terms as far as your frail talent for imitation is concerned.
Wow, Mozart is pissed.
That's double locked. The portrait of Hiram, the architect of the temple, the founder of the Masonic order. He's been called the Premier. Here's something I can use to write. As soon as I can, I should respond to my friend Haydn to thank him for sending me the Book of Harmonies.
Greetings, Mozart. It's always a pleasure to see you back in Prague.
Ilan Havel, I was expecting to see you here, old friend. Didn't you change your mind?
No, I have not changed my idea, Mozart. If you ask me, I wish Prague and the whole Bohemia was independent from the Habsburg Empire.
Would you happen to have a spare pair of gloves?
Alas, my dear friend, I only have this beaten old pair that my poor old daddy left me after he passed away. I'm afraid I can't help you.
What did you think of that wicked apprentice?
You've been a bit rough with the young man, Mozart.
His so-called composition was only a rough mimic of one of my own pieces.
His father is a celebrity in Prague, and if you expect to be welcomed in our city, you better be careful.
There's many clockworks packed in these drawers, and there are words engraved next to each drawer. Everything seems to be locked. That's double locked.
Among brothers, we can help each other, but still, don't count on me to go out of my way and lend you some money.
We never even asked to borrow any money. In fact, he was the one who was going to offer us.
Would you have by any chance a spare pair of gloves?
I am provident, and I do have a spare pair of gloves. Still, I'll only lend it to you when you manage to prove to me your degree of initiation. In order to do so, you'll have to solve the temple's riddle.
The dishonesty of this apprentice leaves me stupefied.
Mozart, I don't get it. You claim the apprentice copied one of your pieces? Anton Epoch, let me tell you, is the offspring of a most revered dynasty of watchmakers, which gave Prague more masterpieces than you'll ever be able to produce. Anton cannot be a faker. I vouch for his honesty. You must have heard wrong.
I am ready now. Tell me about the enigma.
And so it goes. What are the values on which Solomon's temple stands? Answer this question, and I'll give you the key that will allow you to resolve the temple's riddle.
I've been feeling a bit lonely since I arrived. Would you be able to arrange for some female company, Mozart?
Why is he asking us?
I got carried away. Still, the piece played by this young man is a perfect plagiarism of one of my own compositions.
No need to apologize. I myself find that certain lodges are a bit lax as far as recruiting new apprentices goes.
Would you please, my dear brother, enlighten me about the values of the temple?
Values of the temple should always be abided to. They are symbolized by the 2 columns that were set at the entrance of the Temple of Solomon.
Oh, and what are the names of these columns?
Be patient, Mozart. If you manage to go through 2 or 3 degrees of further initiation, then you should have their names revealed.
That went rather well. I'm quite grateful that the minigame is quite forgiving. Force and stability.
I know the answer to your question. The temple is built on strength and stability, so it seems.
Absolutely true. So you see, thanks to me, you became wiser. I'll reward you with this key, which is going to help you reach the next stage. The columns of the temple hold the most precious knowledge. I challenge you to learn how to build one using the principles of the early Mason architects. In order to do so, you have to be able to open the small cabinet on the wall behind you. Inside, you will find a miniature column that is geared with a very ingenious mechanism. If you are truly knowledgeable, I am sure you'll solve this enigma.
Very well. I am at your service. I'll come back after you manage to reassemble the column.
It's quite strange why they don't just have these clockworks in one compartment. I mean, they're both right there. Is it just to confuse people? And it's not so obvious, but these clockworks need to be inserted into this cupboard here. I just need to remember how to do this one. Right, so when we press this button here, hopefully they should align.
Well, it seems I solved Keller's enigma, and without even using a treaty on mechanics. My friend Haydn would be proud of me.
Well, I was going to show what happens when you get that wrong, but it seems like I put them in the right place first time without really trying. Maybe it was just muscle memory.
While you're here, you should take the time to get acquainted with the rites of our Prague chapter. Observe and wise up.
I solved the enigma of the temple's column. Will you stand by your word?
Most certainly, brother. I gladly lend you this pair of gloves.
Well, no, we need to go back into here. Where was the folding screen? Aha, here we go. There are some really awkward camera angles in this game, and they're really awkward to get to it sometimes as well.
The gathering is about to start. You should hurry up and rejoin your brothers.
The piece the apprentice just played is a pure mimic of one of my compositions.
Show a bit of restraint, please. Such hostility towards the apprentice would be inappropriate.
The Venerable Schultz is expecting me. Please let him know I'm here.
I see that you are now wearing the proper attire. The Venerable will see you immediately.